Hello and welcome to Group 4's Disney Pixar discussion and analysis. With regard to how these two firms can create the most value, we believe that an exclusive relationship provides that opportunity because it allows them to specialize to a greater degree and leverage their respective strengths in complementary ways. Disney, we believe, has the greatest brand recognition, distribution channels, and marketing. Pixar, on the other hand, brings intellectual property, its culture of research and design, and its overall creativity with regard to story. This would also free up their time to be more creative and instead of spending time in competitive negotiations. It also allows them to take advantage of a less diluted competitive field, and that creates a differentiating advantage for them against their competitors in the animated film space. Finally, it also perpetuates successful film franchises such as the Toy Story movies, The Incredibles, and Cars, which Disney and Pixar can collaborate on and have collaborated on in the past.
As a group, we talked about how common ownership creates synergy. We believe more valuable in an exclusive relationship with common ownership, and that would be the quickest path toward maximizing market value for both companies. We thought introducing a new contract would cause internal conflicts, mostly financial versus creative mindsets between the two. We also believe that there would be significant costs for both. Expenditures for Disney, if they lost Pixar, they would have to spend a significant amount of money on high-tech computers and stuff to compete in animation against Pixar. Also, the opportunity cost for Pixar, because we believed a deal to cooperate could be worth more to both companies, since Disney would not have to pay the $6 to $7.7 billion. The case points out that they could make 65 sequels on existing Pixar movies for the just acquisition costs. And then we also discussed the holdup problem. Even with Pixar having the upper hand on animation and gross profits from productions, Disney had exclusive distribution and exploitation rights that Pixar benefited from.
An acquisition of Pixar will bring about several organizational challenges, the first of which is the duplication of talent. The challenge with any acquisition is the acquiring company often believes they know what's best. That's why they acquired this other company, and they impose their culture and their will into the acquired organization. This creates a lot of discomfort, and a lot of important talent departs the new company as people begin to worry about their jobs and they seek opportunities elsewhere. And that happens to people on both sides, both at the old company and from the newly acquired company. Another challenge for leadership will be saying no to some of the new business ideas that are a little more creative, more cutting edge, and focusing instead on the core strategy at hand. Overall, Pixar is incredibly successful at producing animated films, and this pursuit of quality has come at a high cost. The combined entity is going to be stretched to allow for creativity and core competencies while ensuring profitability. They've got to find a balance between the two of those. Finally, breaking up the business into clearly identified units with specific responsibilities will also be a major challenge.
Although these organizational challenges may exist, we do believe that Disney and Pixar can maximize their value through acquisition. So we do believe that Disney should acquire Pixar. And for the pathway forward to enable success, management should structure their organization with an integration by specialization approach. So it should maintain open integration and collaborative environments and discussions and dialogue, but it should allow for one another to focus on areas where they are expert or specialists. For instance, Pixar has an expertise in innovation and creativity in terms of animation, while Disney has great expertise in product commercialization, cross-selling across its channels, and also maximizing value through its market presence and distribution channels. This said, Disney should be at the face of the organization going forward because of its global brand awareness and its ability to reach across all generations. Lastly, with such talent underneath one umbrella or one house for both Pixar and Disney, the risk of losing talent, the management will need to focus on retaining that talent. And so Oftentimes, as was expressed, talent will find other avenues to flee during an acquisition, and so retaining this talent will be key to maintaining this animation and innovation approach, and to avoid any kind of historical cycles which Disney has often experienced as they try to move away from animation.
In the end, we believe the acquisition of Pixar by Disney is a great fit and will allow both companies to live happily ever after. The end.